In September 2024, Project Skydrop, a unique treasure hunt, was launched, captivating adventurers across the northeastern United States. Conceived by video game developer Jason Rohrer and recording artist Tom Bailey, the project aimed to bring the excitement of a real-world treasure hunt to life. Participants, eager to join, paid $20 to access daily clues, each bringing them closer to the prize hidden somewhere in a vast 500-mile radius. The treasure. A 24-karat gold statuette worth over $25,000, plus an even more enticing reward, access to $87,600 worth of Bitcoin. The clues, revealed daily, shrank the search area bit by bit. As the hunt continued, competitors began to feel the thrill of closing in on the mysterious golden artifact. Rohrer and Bailey had designed the experience with the intention of creating something that merged adventure with technology. Many of us spend quite a bit of time watching other people have adventures in movies. We wanted to turn those imaginary adventures into something that people could actually live, Rohrer explained. Participants received aerial images of the forest where the statue was hidden, and over the next few weeks, the clues narrowed the area down to a 27-mile circle inside Massachusetts. By October 1, 2024, just 2 weeks after the project had launched, the treasure was found. Surveillance footage captured the unidentified winner retrieving the golden statuette. Although the hunt had been scheduled to last longer, the discovery brought it to an early but thrilling end. However, the mystery did not stop there. The individual who found the treasure had not filmed their discovery, a requirement to claim the Bitcoin prize. This sparked debate among competitors, with some calling for disqualification. Rohrer and Bailey, while thrilled that the treasure had been found, withheld the Bitcoin reward, explaining that they wouldn't send $87,000 into the void without verifying the winner's adherence to the rules. Though the winner remained anonymous, some details trickled in. According to local reports, the treasure hunter had used data analysis to track down the location, employing a scientific approach that impressed the game's creators. Due to the rules, Hunter revealed himself later as Dan Leonard. Dan Leonard, a senior meteorologist from Andover, Massachusetts. Leonard said he used his expertise in weather patterns to pinpoint the treasure's location in Wendell State Forest. He analyzed both cloud coverage and the type of trees in the area, which led him to the golden statuette worth over $25,000 on October 1, 2024. Leonard now has the chance to claim an additional $87,600 in Bitcoin if he can solve a 12-word recovery phrase. The exact 12-word recovery phrase used to unlock the Bitcoin prize for Project Skydrop is not publicly available. These phrases are unique to each wallet and are typically highly confidential. Dan Leonard, the winner, would need to solve this phrase by following clues related to the treasure hunt. To protect privacy and security, the recovery phrase is not disclosed. Story of a participant. A few weeks ago, a video game designer and a musician hid treasure somewhere in the forests of the northeastern US. Over the course of about 2 weeks, thousands of people from all around the world joined the hunt. It's called Project Skydrop. The treasure? A golden trophy and pot of prize money, the value totaling more than $100,000. So of course I joined the hunt. By the time I had even heard about Project Skydrop, thousands of people had already been analyzing clues and hitting the trails, scouring the forest floors for treasure. The setup of the game is relatively simple. The clues start by showing a map of the eastern US, with a circle spanning an area from roughly New Hampshire all the way to Washington, D.C. Over 3 weeks, the width of the circle shrinks from 500 miles to just 1 foot. Every day you also get an aerial photo showing more and more of the forest surrounding the prize. The treasure is a gold trophy that comes with a key to redeem a pot of prize money that grows as people join. When I signed up, the search area was down to a 95-mile wide circle centered on western Massachusetts. I went to Google Maps thinking if I clicked around, maybe I could line up the aerial shots with the circle, pinpoint where the treasure was, and head out into the forest to collect the prize. It was exciting at first. I was searching for gold treasure, but there's so much forest in a 95-mile circle, and to me, it all looked the same. The circle was still way too big, and I soon realized that as it got smaller, it'd get easier. Not just for me, but for everyone else too. Within a few hours, I went from feeling super stoked to feeling completely hopeless that I would be the one taking home the prize. So I called up some other treasure hunters to ask how their searches were going. I'm not really hopeful that I'll find it, but I just want to say that I participated, Boots on the ground looking around, said Jared Lyon, a 46-year-old from Rochester, New York, who is very involved in the online treasure hunter community. I've been doing these things for so long. Some of the past ones took 17 years to be found. If a veteran treasure hunter wasn't feeling optimistic, what chance did I have? Hunter Apteker, a 25-year-old from New Salem, Mass., was more hopeful about his chances, and he still had that burning sense of adventure I had quickly lost. I grew up a huge Indiana Jones guy, so I think this kind of struck a little childhood memory inside of me, he said. I have a memory of when my cousin used to babysit. We'd set up this little gold statue in the corner of the room, take off all the couch cushions, and make our own kind of Temple of Doom situation, so it's interesting to have something like this. You get to put yourself in those shoes and live out those childhood memories. Despite Apteker's enthusiasm, I was not feeling any better about my chances. So, I wondered if I could give myself an edge and go straight to the source. The guys who created Project Skydrop. That's Jason Rohrer, a video game designer, and Tom Bailey, a musician. They grew up together and have been creative partners on the project. They didn't give me any inside information, sadly, and said that at the end of the day, the treasure hunt is about creating a sense of adventure. We're trying to cultivate this feeling of kind of wonder and awe, Rohrer said. And so the interesting thing about Project Skydrop compared to the other treasure hunts is it goes through this kind of arc of unsolvable to solvable gradually over time. This design, he says, is supposed to ratchet up the tension towards the end and create an exciting mad scramble for the prize. But early this week, only 13 days into the game, Dan Leonard found the treasure. Leonard, a meteorologist, used weather data embedded in a live camera feed of the prize. I analyzed any time where it was sunny and any time where it was cloudy and sort of lined that up to possible areas where it could be, so I slowly whittled it down. It was a process of elimination, he told. Still, a lot of the participants I talked to said they didn't necessarily need to find treasure to enjoy the game. I found lots of really great mushrooms. I found, some cool insects. I've seen amazing things, Michelle Strawbridge, a 45-year-old living in Tyringham, Mass., told me. Today I went out and there was a good strong wind that blew through the trees and all of the leaves started just slowly falling down, and it was absolutely magical. I talked to her before the treasure was found, and she said she was just happy people were getting out into nature. Project Skydrop is continuing with a competition for a second-place prize. The runners-up won't get the gold or the jackpot, but maybe the real treasure was the experiences we had along the way. At least, that's what I tell myself.